Happy Saturday. Today is the last day of the first week of the Mindset and Movement Challenge. And this whole week has been about self-positivity, focusing on ourselves and trying to find the positive attributes within ourselves and our lives. Today is the last day of that, and it's to complement an insecurity. So I want you to identify an insecurity. It can be physical or non-physical, and then try to find the positive, like positivity within that insecurity. So positive mindsets are not easy, right? And as I've said throughout the week, like this is a practiced skill. It doesn't necessarily come natural to everybody. And so what we've been doing is practicing positivity, even within things that we might not be that comfortable with. And today is exactly that, right? Trying to find the positive in something that we might initially view as negative, right? So having a positive mindset is letting like situations be what they are and then trying to make the best of them, right? Finding the goodness in that situation. And that can be really, really hard. So today I'm just going to share my own kind of complementing an insecurity. I'm going to do two. I'm going to do a physical and a non-physical, just for examples. So physically, my insecurity is my body, which really seems like a cop-out, except for that rock star toe. Like that rock star toe saves, like he's got all the confidence in that rock star toe. But my body has been something that I've battled for most of my life, the majority of my life. And I am, I have resolved that I'm never going to be supermodel or like the cover of a fitness magazine. Like that's just not my destiny. And although I'm okay with that, there's still certain aspects about myself that make me feel maybe unworthy, or like I'm a short, stout girl, and I'm okay with that, except for some days it really does still bother me, and I'm working through it. But I have to say that even though I'm pretty insecure with my body, I am so proud of what it's done despite how I've abused it. And sorry, I might get a little bit teary-eyed, but I put myself through some things. And it still carries me through. Like I have so much confidence that, like when I don't prepare for my half marathon and I go out and finish it anyway, like I have a lot of confidence that my body is going to still carry me through all of the things that I want it to do, despite the fact that I have not treated it well for most of my life. It's pretty incredible that it's still capable and able to do all the things that I want it to do, despite the fact that I wasn't showing myself love for so long. So even though I'm still very insecure about the way I look, and I thought that I was pretty solid in that until I tried to do an about face with my life and go into the health and fitness space, health and nutrition space, because then those insecurities got heightened again. There's almost this expectation to look a certain way or be a certain way when you're in this space. And sometimes I think that I don't fit the bill, even though I've been putting a lot of time and effort into increasing my knowledge and learning about our bodies. And I feel confident in that for the most part. It sometimes I feel like maybe I don't look the part, and so there's some insecurity there about like, do you really belong in this space? And the answer is yes I do, but I have to convince myself of that sometimes. The second insecurity, the non-physical one, that I have is like severe imposter syndrome, which I have carried with me throughout almost every single venture of my life, including my teaching career. Like every day I had this fear that my students were going to find out that I know nothing, right? And that's not true. It's not that I didn't know. I just wasn't like, I didn't feel confident enough in my own knowledge to feel, fully comfortable as an instructor. But that's true for everything. I have this terrible imposter syndrome for everything that I do. And so that's tough. You have to overcome that. But to complement my imposter syndrome, what that does is that means that I put a lot of effort into everything that I do. And so that means the outcome is typically pretty good. Like I'm pretty happy with the outcomes of most of the things that I've done because I almost over prepare because I have this imposter syndrome. So even though this is something that I want to improve, it's really kind of created a lot of cool stuff because I put so much effort. I put so much effort into teaching. I put so much effort into my health and wellness. And so it's kind of to overcome that imposter syndrome. One thing that I want to say though is that it is totally okay to love and embrace and accept an insecurity and also want to prove it, right? So those things are not mutually exclusive. You can love and appreciate something about you. You can compliment an insecurity and still want that insecurity to change. So I'm not saying that, like, well, just accept an insecurity for what it is. If you want to go after improvement on an insecurity, like maybe it's your body, like I'm currently trying to improve my body, I will always ever be trying to improve my body. That doesn't mean that I can't love it for what it is and what it's done for me. So yeah, pick out an insecurity. It could be physical or non-physical. Find the positivity in that. What has that insecurity done or brought for you? And that doesn't mean that you don't want to fix it or improve it. I don't want to say fix, improve. But find the goodness in something that initially doesn't seem like a good thing. All right. Have a great Saturday. Until next time, eat more, eat well, eat happy. Bye.